Heyo everybody, Haku here with my review of The Walking Dead Comics issue 165, and this was a big one, wasn't it? But either way, I'm going to talk through it part by part. It was quite the important one for at least three different reasons that I can think of, but just going through it part by part. Cover looks badass. I've always liked the way this cover looks since it was announced. It kind of does have the pussy neo-saviors on it who, man, I thought they were going to I was like, these guys don't seem like they're going to be much of a threat. They might kill a person or two, but I doubt they'll be much of a threat. Now, after seeing this issue, I am convinced they are not going to be a threat. They are the pussy saviors. They are not at all like what the saviors were originally when we had freaking Dwight and Negan coming in killing Glenn and Abraham. Not at all the same as what they were back then. But either way, we have Negan having fun killing walkers at the beginning, and Rick ends up saving him, which again, showing that Rick could have just let him die, but he chose to save him. Though, this whole thing seems a little bit, I've said before, it seems a little bit dumb to me. I know their rationale behind it. They're trying to get out there, see if anybody that's out there messing with the walkers needs help. But it seems like all the noise they're making, especially Rick shooting a gun, all the noise they're making is kind of counterproductive because it's just going to be drawing more back in. So yeah, I don't think that's the smartest idea. Then Siddiq finds the radio, the first of the three things that I think are super duper important because now the radio is going to probably become public knowledge. Siddiq has found it, and he actually hears Stephanie, I believe. I at least think that's what the chick's name was that talks to Eugene on the radio. But he hears her and tries to talk back, and she won't answer. So then he and Annie have to go back out and fight. At least they're not using guns. Kelly and Connie about do the same, and I think Connie's actually using a gun. So yeah, all this noise with gunshots seems to be counterproductive here. Then we have Dwight's group is outside trying to fight their way in, of course. Carl is leading the Hilltop survivors towards there to fight. And Maggie's group is leading the last herd chunk to the cove. Andrea's group is at the cove, and we have two awesome full-page images. The first of the actual cove itself with the walkers falling into the water, and the second of Eugene and Andrea. They both look very, very nice. The art was really on point this week. Then they actually see some stragglers start wandering back away from the shore, and that's of course leading more back away from the shore. So Eugene says they have to stop that from going on. We cut away from them to just see the 16-panel grid, two really good 16-panel grid pages. The first had Rick, Negan, Annie, Siddiq, Connie, Kelly, and Vincent fighting their way out. Vincent, of course, leading the just random assorted Alexandrians that are in that one building, trying to fight their way out a bit. We have Eugene is starting to get tired actually now, and Michonne's group reaches the cove there. We see Carl, Lydia, and Earl fighting off walkers, and we see Dwight and Laura fighting, and then, next page, Heath gets knocked off his horse. And that is when I knew the saviors were complete pussies. Because I'll get this clear right here, right now. Dwight, I don't believe for a second that Dwight is going to die here. I was like, okay, maybe Laura could die, maybe Heath could die. They still maybe could, but it's becoming a lot less likely now. I thought if somebody was going to die from these neo-saviors, they were going to die, no pun intended, right off the bat. If they were going to kill somebody, storyline-wise, I feel like they would have done it as their entrance. They would have shot Heath off of the horse, and then they would have gone after Dwight and Laura. But from what it seems like, that's not how it's going down. Also, what the fuck, Mark? Mark betrayed us. Mark is with the neo-saviors. But yeah, pretty much they're completely they're pussies. John tries to choke out Dwight, but like I said, Dwight's not dying here, I doubt. I still think it'd be interesting if maybe Laura died trying to save him, and then of course if his ex-wife, being Sherry, kills Laura, who he has been getting close with, Dwight is going to be like, okay, fuck this, fuck all of you, and just start wiping out saviors left and right, which is seemingly what next issue's cover is leading me to believe will happen, something like that. Even if Laura doesn't die, I think that Dwight has a good chance of maybe killing a good amount of these saviors, or even if somebody else like Rick and Negan show up and help him out, the Neo Saviors will be totally boned. And I guess that maybe shows how little plot weight and how low I hold them, that I think that just the three people being like Dwight, Laura, and Heath can probably take them out, and none of those three could potentially die, maybe. But yeah, I'm really confused at the choice for them not to kill Heath here. I really thought they were leading us for Heath to die, but since they didn't kill him, I'm not convinced anybody's gonna die. Maybe Heath, maybe Laura, but I don't know. Then last up, we have Andrea's group getting blocked in after Maggie's group led that last group of walkers there. And then Eugene says, okay, I'm going to draw the walkers away from the rest of you. He does that, but then his horse gets taken out, so he's trapped in the middle now that he's lured them away. So Andrea rushes back in to save him. Magna and Yumiko, of course, are shooting walkers to try to keep them off of them. And Andrea and Eugene get out of there, but Andrea seems to be scratched on her neck, but it could potentially be a fake out. I mean, she could have scratched it on something other than a walker. I highly doubt that. Or she could have caught a stray bullet or something. Who knows? Or maybe it's not deep enough to actually cause an infection. Maybe... There are a lot of maybes going here. I'm not totally convinced that she's going to die. If she did, I wouldn't really care that much. I'm not a huge Andrea fan, but I just feel like even if she dies, there's going to be something more to this than just her getting scratched. I sadly really think it is a fake out at this point. So, as a whole, how would I describe this? Pretty fast-paced and exciting, definitely. It had some really great art going on as well, and with that 16-panel grid that they used for a lot of it, there was a lot of content in there. The radio is now found, very important. The saviors are there and will get destroyed. That's the second huge important thing. And then, of course, Andrea, the third huge important thing is that possibly Andrea's dying, but I don't know, it feels like it may be a fake out of some kind. It just doesn't feel totally right to me. So yeah, it's one of the most exciting ones I feel like I've covered for the channel, but I think there have maybe been better. This one's just really exciting. Not perfect though. I'd give it 9 pussy saviors out of 10. I've said that a lot in this review. So yeah, 9 out of 10. Really, really good, really exciting, but not the best, of course. Either way, like if you did like the video, comment down there, tell me what you thought of this chapter, this issue, what you thought of my thoughts on it. Subscribe for more The Walking Dead, both comics and TV show, and a ton of other things on the channel. Subscribe, or I just said that, didn't I? Follow on Twitter if you want. I'll try to keep you updated there on stuff for the channel. That's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.